I actually went through a phase where my pain did not leave, but it definitely decreased, and I was able to, with a good bit more mobility than prior.
Hi, Dr. Bryan. Thanks for coming to spend some time with me today.
It's good to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. So can you start off by telling us a little bit about how you were feeling prior to coming to QHS and a little bit about yourself?
When I came to QHS, which has been about 14, 15 months ago, I was experiencing some joint pain, especially in my left hip and my right knee. And then also I have an elevated lab value that is a concern. And so we were looking to see if the QT-Wave device would affect that positively as well. So it's kind of a combination of pain and some lab values.
Okay. And then how did you find QHS?
With the very first QT-Wave belt, the very first device that Wade came out with from his prior technology, I actually went through a phase where my pain did not leave, but it definitely decreased, and I was able to say walk around Walmart or wherever we were with a good bit more mobility than prior. That has sort of tapered off a little bit. It's better than original, but it's sort of backed off a little bit over this last year with the different generations of the QT-Wave device. But and then for my various lab values, they've not responded yet to the therapy. I have full confidence that whether it's the QARC or the home healing system, that I think those will.
Okay. And so basically what I'm hearing you say is that your pain has decreased a little. Are you aware of the difference between the black one and the white one? Were you on the calls last week?
Yes, I've made every call ever since I started. I don't make them at the time of the call because of my schedule, so I always listen to them usually the next day.
So you heard how the devices are the same on the inside, but due to the structure of the new white one, instead of getting 15, you're going to get 50.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. That was exciting to me.
Yeah, I like that. And also in the last couple of months, since Dr. Alfredo and Cynthia have mentioned it, I've actually been wearing the two of the black devices, the original one with the blue light square, and then the second one that came out. So I've been wearing two for at least a couple of months.
Okay. How's your sleep been?
Normally my sleep is very good. In the last 2 weeks, it is horrible.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm going through something in the last couple of weeks that I don't know if I'm throwing off some toxins or what, but I normally sleep very well, but the last 2 weeks I've had a lot of interrupted sleep.
Interesting. That's really interesting. I wonder if something's going on with the Schumann resonance. What kind of a doctor are you?
I got multiple hats there. I'm an anesthesiologist and pain specialist. I did a 4-year fellowship in anti-aging and regenerative medicine, what some people call functional medicine. I'm a board certified medical acupuncturist, and about 2/3 of my practice now is natural integrative pain and sports medicine, and about 1/3 of it is functional medicine for natural bioidentical hormone, thyroid, adrenal, diabetes, all that stuff.
Nice. That's an interesting combination.
Yeah.
And
Well,
where are you located?
I'm in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I have a lot of experience with frequency medicine. I've got multiple Rife machines. I've got Hulda Clark zappers. I've got different laser devices. So I'm very familiar with a lot of different frequency devices, some of which have helped either me or my patients, but none dramatically so. And I think we're all blessed that Dr. Alfredo seems to, really be where we need to be with all that. So I'm excited for the ultimate soon rollout of the QARC and the home healing system.
That's right. And that's just right around the corner. So that's pretty exciting. And with that, with all this knowledge, I mean, gosh, you've accumulated so much wisdom through all of your training as a doctor. And then you get to take all of that and apply it to a 30-year-old body. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm a missionary too. I have mission programs all over the world, and the last couple of years, because of this hip issue, even if the insanity with COVID were to go away, meaning the shots, the masks, the tests, some of the countries where I serve as a missionary still require those, and I think they'll go away pretty soon. But the reality is even if that was not a hindrance right now, unfortunately, my health is. And so I'm normally off in little villages, treating hundreds and hundreds of people. And physically, I wouldn't be able to do that right now until we get through the ARC or through the home healing system. So I'm here now. I mean, it's been a really rough 2 years. And I've treated myself and done everything that I know to do. And like I say, I'm somewhat better, but I just haven't gotten over it. I think I will. I don't have any doubt that the advanced technology coming very soon will resolve those issues. Even when I dream, I still dream that I move well and I can run and stuff like that, which I can't do now. So, I'm looking forward to going back to having the level of health that I've had for most of my life.
Yeah. And I think that since you're at the beginning, you'll be in the ARC before the home healing system comes out, most likely.
Maybe Cynthia and I have talked. I don't know. I need to talk to her again because she had mentioned a couple of weeks ago there would be a limited number of admin that would do the home healing system. And I explained to her that I had a lot of experience with Herxheimer and energy medicine, frequency medicine and stuff. And that I really, because I do a lot of detox, I do a lot of supplementation. I don't anticipate that even with the concern she has, which I think is appropriate, I don't think I'll Herx if I have the home healing system. And I said, that could be a very positive thing if you can have a testimonial from a medical doctor that's experienced in this stuff to say, yeah, we do. We have some that do, but some that don't. And so a few weeks ago, she was looking to get me one of the units very early on, HHS. But I don't know where that is because in the last week or so, they've talked about waiting until they get an app to go with it.
The software, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, but either way, yeah, I'm on the front end for that, possibly with a limited number of people that she was talking about. And then of course with the QARC, I'm in pretty early in that group too.
Yeah, and it's coming, like she said, 3 or 4 weeks. So that's really cool. What are you going to do with this 30-year-old body, doctor? Besides do your missionary trips?
Well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get back to, I have a long history of being very active, and that's been a problem these last couple of years. So I'm looking forward to getting back to daily routines of physical activity. When we go on our missions, we're not sitting in cushy hotels. We're in little villages in Nepal and India and Kenya and stuff. So the travel can be pretty challenging. And so I'm looking forward to be able to enjoy that like I have for many years.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Bless your heart for doing that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Anything else for you personally?
Well, I've got 12 grandkids and 5 great grandkids.
Whoa.
So I'm looking to, pretty much when I go over and visit, I kind of, I'm pretty inactive, just have to be right now. So I'm looking forward to being able to get down on the floor and play with them and stuff. And that's not an issue. That's not something I'm able to do right now.
Oh, yeah, I get that a lot. People are like, I want to play with my grandkids.
Yeah. I also have a third thing. 2 years ago, I had a very brief 2-day cold, very mild, just nothing significant. It was not COVID. And then about a week later, I had a very, very severe and profound vertigo experience. And a lot of that has gotten better, but here 2 years later, I'm great when I sit down, I'm great when I drive, but when I get up and turn, my brain still feels like it's circling. So I think that the QT-Wave devices may have helped temper that somewhat, but it's not gone. So I'm very eager through the QARC or the HHS to see that dizziness resolve.
Yeah, I was having irregular heartbeats. Like I do a lot of athletic stuff, and it usually was when I was doing a really hard workout and I would get a massive irregular heartbeat, dizzy, lightheaded, where I just have to like go like that and take a break. And with the QT-Wave device, it's gone. I haven't had an episode in 2.5 months.
That's great. Yeah.
I wonder if yours is working. Like literally. And the pain thing, I've interviewed probably 50 or so people now. Their pain is just, it goes.
I know, and it just hasn't gone on me. And I've got that one there and that one there, and the lights both work. So
oh wow. You'll be getting everything else more powerful very, very soon. So we can look forward to that.
Yeah.
So is there anything you'd like to add in closing, Doctor?
No, I'm very excited to go through and regain the health that I've enjoyed most of my life. Get back to being trimmer. I'm not usually this heavy, but when I'm not able to be very active, that's been a problem. And I'm also looking forward to, as I have visited with Cynthia from the start, whether it's in my part-time practice in Oklahoma or ultimately overseas in various areas that I've served in missions for 35 years, looking forward to having QARC devices in multiple locations to bless people and get them healthy.
Nice. That's super exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like a humanitarian heart to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And instead of waiting, you're already doing it. That's what I think is just like Cynthia, it's like stop waiting and waiting and waiting. Just start doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fabulous. Well, Doctor, thanks so much for coming to spend a little bit of time with me today. And I look forward to talking again for part 2 after your QARC experience.
Yeah, I think part 2 is going to be a big difference.
Oh, yeah. It's so exciting for all of us.
Yeah.